Hello everybody, welcome to the Tube. A lot going on. Here's our lineup. The shared economy model gets a serious blow in California. Google is flexing its smart home muscles with new security cam. Intel buys Recon display in a power move into trendy wearables. Glide, an Israeli startup, shows the strength of video messaging. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, well, he's a god and he's viral, plus so much more. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, big news on the shared economy front, so big that it could change everything. The California Labor Commission ruled on Tuesday morning that an Uber driver is an employee of the company, not an independent contractor, as Uber has previously claimed. This decision could become precedent-setting and impact Uber's business model, since the company has long said it is an app, not a car service. That distinction allowed Uber to treat the drivers as contractors, saving the costs of employing them and the attached liability. The decision could impact how Uber is able to do business in California, its home state, but could also have implications for other shared economy services, such as Airbnb, who rely on zero-cost contractors. Uber filed a notice of appeal with the Superior Court of the state of California. It's gonna be a fight. One of the biggest battles in the tech world these days is the battle for the messenger. It seems every company out there wants to be the place to go to help messaging, to exchange messages with one another. But even big companies like Google and Microsoft haven't really succeeded in bringing us to exchange visual messages. Simply put, we still prefer to text one another. Israeli startup Glide hopes to crack this. Their app is a messenger that records and sends brief video clips up to 42 seconds long in the same way we send text messages. It is basically a kind of video walkie-talkie. Glide were also the first to release their video app for the Apple Watch, hoping to become the gold standard for communication on the smartwatch. And if you're in a long-distance relationship, we've got just the thing for you.
Hey babe, are you awake?
On the roof we dance. Oh,
Where are y'all at?
Hey, we're on the way. We'll see you soon.
Nose to nose we sway to Billie Holiday. In the morning, I miss you most. I walk the streets of Philly. Oh, these days are ordinary. I can't say that I'm not lonely. Well, today
I know tomorrow's gonna be tough. I know it's gonna be hard.
To visually communicate, we have Ari Roizman, co-founder and CEO. Good evening.
Good evening.
So tell us a little bit about Glide. Where did the idea come from?
So I moved to Israel back in 2008. It was almost impossible to stay in touch with my close friends and family. Texting really wasn't that expressive. And video calling almost never happened. It was so hard to coordinate and schedule everybody to sync at the same time.
Talking about the regular Skype, I'm assuming?
like a Skype or a FaceTime, something like that.
Okay.
So we wanted to take the best of texting, lightweight communication, super easy. Doesn't matter if you're available or not. Shoot you a text with all the power and potency of live video. So we created the world's first and only live video messenger.
You know, messaging is a very competitive field, so what's your edge, the video?
So it's not just the video. There is incredible technology that powers Glide. And essentially what's so unique here is the moment I press record, within a second, you can watch that video live, just as fast as Skype or FaceTime. But if you're not there, you can watch that video whenever you want. Video is up to 5 minutes long, crisp, almost VGA quality video, and it's unlimited. You can record as many videos as you want, send and receive, and none of the videos take up any space on your phone.
You know, there's something new for me here because, you know, I understand Skype meetings, obviously, and, you know, I have WhatsApp. I use it all the time, and I'm assuming I can record a short video and just send it to someone, though it's a thing I never do. How will you get people to realize that sending videos is something you can and want to do?
Yeah, so, you know, visual communication is pretty natural, right? That's why I'm here today. Imagine us having this interview and I just had like a big box in my head. It wouldn't be all that exciting. So
No,
most of what we communicate as people is visual. It's not just the words that we choose. It's how we express those words and our body language, right? And so that's why people like hanging out and spending time together. So video communication is really the most human way to communicate digitally. Problem is, to date, there's been really no practical way to do that all day throughout the day. So I could send you a video today through other messengers, but I'm waiting minutes from the moment I finish my video until the first possible time I can watch your response. That's the way it is on WhatsApp.
So let's talk about the Apple Watch. You think it can become the platform for your sort of communication?
Well, I mean, the Apple Watch is super exciting. I mean, already it's been close to 10 million sales of the Apple Watch. It's been 8-9 weeks. That's what the rumors say anyway. You compare that to year one iPhone sales, 5.4 million iPhones sold in the entire first year. So here we are 20% into the first year. We've already broken that record. So
it's buzzing.
Yeah, the Apple Watch is Apple's most successful product, and it's just getting started. The ecosystem is just getting started. Apple just gave developers access to the sensors last week at WWDC. So there's a lot of things that are unique about the Apple Watch. One of them is that it doesn't have a keyboard. So most of what you do on your handset is communicate, right? And a lot of that is done through messaging. So when I get a message on my watch, how am I going to respond? I could pull out my phone and shoot you a text, or I could just tap and talk. And so that's our vision, you know, same vision we've had in sci-fi for the last half century.
So this could be the killer app for the Apple Watch.
I think it will be the killer watch for the killer app for the Apple Watch.
I hope for you, but you know, because I think of, you know, Microsoft have Skype, Google has Hangout. These are humongous companies. How do you compete with such big names?
Yeah, we provide an amazing experience for our users, you know, and that's what it's really all about. So we make video communication faster and easier than it's ever been before, and it's 100% free. It's unlimited video. If I try to capture a video on my iPhone, after 20 minutes, I ate up all the memory on my iPhone. With Glide, you can capture unlimited video. Video messages up to 5 minutes long, capture as many as you want. That syncs across all your devices. It's always accessible. It's easy to share. And it's so fast, we can actually have a conversation in real time through messages without all the headache of scheduling a video call and trying to get everyone in sync at the same moment.
And tell me, just it's super protected, obviously.
Yeah. Encrypted. It's our own proprietary video format that we built from the ground up. This goes back, the underpinnings here go back over a decade.
All right, sounds perfect. So let's hope all this perfection becomes a huge, huge success.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here. Okay, we're moving on. Google-owned thermostat and smoke alarm maker Nest Labs has announced it is moving further into the connected home with the launch of its first security camera called Nest Cam. The new camera announcement isn't exactly surprising. A year ago, Nest Labs acquired Dropcam, a popular maker of home monitoring cameras, for $555 million. The new Nest Cam is supposedly simple to set up and boosts advanced low-light video capture capabilities. You can get alarms when the camera detects a movement, see video in night vision, and of course record every moment and save it in the cloud. Data. More information for Google on you. Just what the doctor ordered. Take a look.
Meet Nest Cam. You can set it up and connect it to Wi-Fi in less than a minute and see your home in beautiful high-definition video. Use it to solve mysteries, the big ones and the little ones. You'll get an alert if there's motion or sound. And you can talk back.
Henry, bad boy, off.
It lets you see once the lights go out. So you can take care of the things that go bump in the night. And with a Nest Aware subscription, you can even go back in time to save the moments you want to remember.
Oh wow, being a teenager will never be the same. Poor kids of the future. And in more Google news, the search giant can now give you the ability to see trends rise and fall live. Google unveiled the most significant update to come to Google Trends in the past 3 years. It will now offer real-time data on what people are searching for right this moment. Based on feedback gathered from journalists, researchers, and everyday trend trackers, Google has implemented changes to give everyone a faster, deeper, and more comprehensive insight at what's going on in Google search. The real-time data tool gives users access to the roughly 100 billion monthly search performed on Google. Available in 28 countries, the tool also merges information from Google News and YouTube to form trend reports. Here is a video Google released for the event to convince us that data is so important.
Data journalism will often have all the other tools of journalism in it. But what separates it out, what makes it different, is that you are finding data sources, you are interpreting those data sources, and you're using them to discover stories that you wouldn't have found otherwise.
WikiLeaks changed everything about the way that data was regarded in the newsroom. What made me realize the power of this data was when we took all the instances where at least one person died and put them on a map. Suddenly you see these patterns of roads that were obviously peppered with IEDs, or you can see what had happened in Fallujah, all these places where it's impossible for most people to go to report on them, but actually to be able to see the data can tell this very human story. Before WikiLeaks, I guess people wondered what was the point of having somebody working on data in the newsroom. Nobody ever asked me that afterwards.
We show people whole data sets, often millions and millions of rows of data. We design it in a way so that it empowers them to find things that are relevant to themselves and to their communities, rather than seeing all this data and feeling small and feeling overwhelmed by it.
We already know that Intel are betting all their chips on the wearable technology revolution, and their latest acquisition is another step into that world. Intel has announced that it acquired Recon Instruments, a Canadian company known for making sporty wearable devices and displays. Kind of like Google Glass, only cheaper and way, way less dorky. Recon's Jet glasses, which cost about $700 each, have a built-in display to show directions and activity statistics during sporting activities, and also connect to a smartphone to offer texts and notifications. It has a camera for talking photos and videos as well. Buying Recon continues Intel's effort in the past year to expand into wearables, as it tries to make itself the go-to chip company for that market. Wear it proud. We like the fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger is using his movie star power to become a web star. Arnie took to the streets of Hollywood and Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, pranking people to think he is nothing more than a wax figure. The stuff viral dreams are made of.
What's the matter?
You look real.
Because I am. Can he help you? No touching.
Scary. Okay, one of our favorite web shows out there is Conversation with My 4-Year-Old. It's real conversation one dad has with his daughter, only reenacted with a grown-up man. Now there's a season 3, and the first episode is, as expected, great.
Huh? What's that?
It's an ant.
No, don't do that.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's okay, but I mean, just, you know, we don't need to hurt the ants.
But you killed all those ants at the house.
Yeah, but well, that was different.
Why?
Because they were in the house. You can't have ants in the house. Hallway and the countertop and stuff. Ooh. It doesn't matter, okay? Just don't kill things.
That's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back on Monday with a brand new show. Please log on to the Tube's Weekend Edition throughout the weekend. Log i24news.tv, and always remember, anytime you see a turtle on top of the roof, you know he had some help.